Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my second lesson of paper 114024 and I'll be continuing that paper in this class. In that way the video was becoming long, so I thought to have the break and then I'm joining you back. In this class I'll begin the discussion with question number 8, and question 8 says simplify 6x plus 15 minus 2x plus 8. So as we have to simplify, okay, so we have to see that what are the like terms. We have to write the like terms near to each other. 6x plus 15 minus 2x plus 8, and now try to write the like terms near to each other. Again, this is D1 chapter number 4. 6x minus 2x plus 15 plus 8, and this gives me 4x plus 23, 4x plus 23, okay, 4x plus 15 plus 5 is 20, and this is 23, 4x plus 23. I hope you are clear about this. And the next part says that expand and simplify x minus 5 whole square equals to this is D2 chapter number 3 and 4. We have to apply the identity here, that a minus b whole square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square, and it will take the form a of the question is x and b of the question is 5, so it will take the form x square minus 2 into x into 5 plus 5 square, and this gives me x square minus 10x plus 25. You can see, students, these are really easy questions, and if you have the basic concepts of D1 and D2 with you can easily grasp good marks over here. Okay, moving to the next question, and that says that we have to insert equal to greater or less symbol in each of the following to make the statement correct. Now 0.6 kg and 60 grams. Now we know, I always advise it to my students that remember and recall the basic conversion rules of length and weight and time. 1 kg has how many grams? 1000 grams. Now 0.6 kg will be equal to 0.6 divided by 10 multiplied by 1000 grams, and this goes with this, and 600 grams. So 0.6 kg is giving me 600 grams, so obviously 600 grams will be greater than 60 grams. Okay, 15 kilometers and 15,000 meters. The question is asking the weight and length conversion at the same time. 1 kilometer, kilo means 1000, okay, is equal to 1000 meters. So 15 kilometers will be equal to 15 multiplied by 1000 or 15,000 meters, 15,000 meters. So here on the other side we are given with 15,000 meters, so it means it's the same thing, and we are saying and we are speaking it in two different ways, so they are equal. And then 4 meters square, 4 meter, 1 meter has how many centimeters? 1 meter holds 100 centimeter, and when we need to take the square, 1 meter square will be equal to, I have to take the square of this side as well, and the rule for zeros is that they will become double centimeter square. And now 4 meters square will be equal to 4 multiplied by, now this is 1 2 3 and 4 zeros, and this will become 40,000. So 40,000 centimeters square are greater than 400 meters square. So again we are having this greater than symbol. We are not using this less than symbol at all in this question. let's move to next question, and let me read the question first. By writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value of 362.4 minus 187.2 divided by 52.3. We have to write each number correct to one significant figure. So for that purpose, what we have to do, 362.4, we have to focus our attention on the second digit, as this digit is more than 5, so it will become 400. And then 187.2, again focus your attention on the second digit. This is more than 5, so it will become 200. And moving to the next number, which is 52.3, focus the attention on the second digit. This is less than 5, so it will become 50 only. Now on the working space, what we have to do, this is 400 minus 200 upon 50. I always advise this thing to my students, that not to go for actual multiplication, because these are the large numbers, and actual subtraction and division, because these are the large numbers and they will be putting you in trouble, because in paper 1 we are not supposed to use calculators. This will give me 200 by 50, and 0 goes with 0, and 5 ones and 5 fours are. Learn how can you make your calculation easy and simplified. So 4 will be the answer. I hope you are clear about this question, and let me move to the next page. And in the next question, I'll be solving question number 18, 19 first. Question number 18, let me remove this page. Okay, question 18 says that solve the simultaneous equations and show your working clearly. X plus 6y equals to 0 and 3x minus 2y equals to 10. Again, one of the important concepts, D2, chapter number 2. And by doing this exercise, you can easily secure 3 marks, because this is the definite part of your O-level examination. And over there, when we were discussing the chapter, we were discussing 3 different methods: substitution, elimination, and graphical method. We're not going to do this with the graphical method, so we'll be picking up either elimination or substitution method. I feel elimination method is easy. So what we have to do, let's mark these equations with numbers. So what we can do is that if I'm multiplying the second equation by 3 on both sides, so what we have to do, multiply equation 2, multiply equation 2 by what? By 3. And when I'm multiplying equation 2 by 3, equation takes the form 9x minus 6y equals to 30. Okay, really important concept and really easy. Now what we have to do, we have to write both equations together, equation 3 and equation 1, 6y equals to 0. Now we can see that if we look at y, the coefficients are same but the signs are different. So what we can do is that we have to add up both equations, and this can go easily. And 10x equals to 30, and in order to get value of x, what I have to do, 30 divided by 10, and it gives me 3. X equals to 3. After getting value of one variable, till this working, you can easily get, students, 2 marks. I'm discussing marking scheme as well with you. Now what we have to do, put x equals to 3 in any one of the equations. In equation 1 to get value of the other variable. So x equals to 3, 3 plus 6y equals to 0, and this gives me x 6y equals to minus 3 and y equals to minus 3 upon 6 or minus 1 by 2. So x has a value 3 and y has a value minus 1 by 2. Very easy question, and I'm really enjoying my paper because before starting this paper I revise all of the basic concepts and formulas. That's why I'm finding this paper really easy. Moving to the next question, and the next question says that y is directly proportional to x minus 1 whole square, and given that y equals to 18, x equals to 4, find the value of y when x equals to 6. Again, really easy and important concept. D2 chapter number 1, y proportional to, this is a sign of proportionality, x minus 1 whole square, and y equals to k into x minus 1 whole square, where k is the constant of variation. Now what we have to do, with the help of this first given pair of information, I have to find x equals to 4 and y equals to 18. I have to find constant of variation, and I have to find equation connecting x and y. Y is 18 equals to k into x is 4 minus 1 whole square, and this gives me 18 equals to k into 3 square, and this gives me 18 equals to 9k. And in order to get value of k, I have to shift a 9 to other side equals to k, and k equals to 2. This is the answer of constant of variation, and the constant of variation with me is 2. So the equation will take the form y equals to 2 into x minus 1 whole square. First part is done, and the second says that we have to find y when x is 6. Now instead of x, y equals to 2 into x minus 1 whole square, 2 into 6 minus 1 whole square, and this gives me 2 into 5 square, and which is equal to 2 multiplied by 25, which is equal to 50. I hope value of y is 50. Okay, I hope you are clear about the simultaneous equations question and the variations question. And now let me turn the page and let me solve question number 20. Let me bring the paper under the screen. Okay, again somehow this is simultaneous equations question. It's a combination question of simultaneous equations and your linear inequalities. Question says the line 2y equals to x is drawn on the grid. On the grid, draw the graph of y is equal to 2, x plus y equals to 4. Okay, let's first move to the drawing of these lines. Okay, y equals to 2. So we know that y equals to 2 is the horizontal line. So this is the place where I have y equals to 2. So I will be drawing the line. I will be stretching this line, and I have to label it that this is y equals to 2. I hope you are clear that how we are drawing this line. And moving to the second line, that is non-vertical line, x plus y equals to 4. X plus y equals to 4. There are different ways of plotting this line, but I preferably will be going with the intercept. For x-intercept, put y equals to 0, put y equals to 0 in the given equation, and when I'm putting y equals to 0, x becomes 4. So one of the point is coming 4 and 0. For y-intercept, okay, y-intercept, I have to put x equals to 0, and when I'm keeping x 0, y becomes 4. So the second point that I'm getting is 0 with 4. This line is making equal intercepts, and now I now hope my students are enough grown up. You can see that here the coefficient of x is 1, y is 1 and 4. So this type of situation is called making equal intercepts. Even without finding intercepts or table values, you can plot this line by marking these 2 points. Let me use some different color so that my students can see the difference. Okay, x plus y equals to 4. This is the place for x plus y. Let me make it little thick. Okay, x plus y equals to 4. And let me label the line as well. X plus y equals to 4. Now, question says that on the grid, we have to label the region on the grid. Shade and label the region are defined by the following inequalities. X plus y is less than equal to 4. Less than equal to 4. So for x plus y less than equal to 4, if I'm making the use of test point, and test point is mostly 0, 0, when I'm replacing x and y 0, 0 less than 4, it is 2. Okay, let me bring the page here. Okay, for test point, I'm keeping the point 0, 0, and when I'm putting x and y 0 in the given equation, 0 less than 4, it means that my test point is satisfied. And when test point is satisfied, it means that the shading is towards the origin and origin is over here. So for this case, the shading will be underneath or below this line. So let me hold the ruler, and this is the shading. Let me see. Okay, this is the place. This is the place. Okay, now this line will receive the shading at this place. This line will receive the shading at this place underneath this line. Underneath this line. Okay, now 2y is greater than x. 2y is greater than x. So for this line, I have to remain at the top of this line. So the shading will come at the top of this line. Shading will come at the top of this line. Okay, I'm going really slow so that my students can understand the topic easily. And now y less than equal to 2. For y less than and equal to 2, again the shading will be coming underneath y equals to 2. So the shading for this y equals to 2 will be receiving the shading over here. This is y equals to 2, and this receives the shading in over here. Okay, and then x is greater than equal to 0. X greater than equals to 0. We know that x is equal to 0 is the equation of y-axis, and we need the region x greater than 0. That means the positive values of the x-axis. So it means towards the right of y-axis. So this will have the shading over here, over here, over here. So in this question, the part of the diagram which is receiving all shading is this one. I'm highlighting this area to make it prominent, and as the question says that we have to write down the region R, so I'm labeling that region with letter R as well. Really important concept. Through this question, I'm reinforcing D2 chapter number 2 and D4 chapter number 1, linear inequalities. This question is the combination of two chapters. Okay, moving to the next question, and let me first pick up this page. Okay, and then this is also one of the most easy and important concepts. Okay, matrices. Okay, you should have good hold on the basic concepts of matrices. Okay, moving to question number 24. Question 24 says if m equals to 5, 2, 1, 3 and n equals to 4, 3, minus 2 and 0, we have to find m minus n. Now for m minus n, be careful. Subtraction of and addition of integers is similar to the addition and subtraction of simple numbers and integers. Okay, and minus, this is 4, 3, minus 2 and 0. This is somehow the place where we can get marks easily, so please be careful. 5 minus 4, 5 minus 4, and now please see that when this negative sign will be multiplied with the negative sign, a negative multiplied by negative gives us positive. Okay, and positive multiplied by negative gives us negative. These are the rules that we are applying in simple numbers and integers, and your matrices as well. 5 minus 4 and 1 plus 2. Moving to the second row, 2 minus 3. I'm adding and subtracting the corresponding elements, and this is 3 minus 0. 3 minus 0, and this gives me, okay, 1 minus 1. Recall the role of integers that in case of the different and opposite signs, we simply have to subtract the values and we have to mark the sign of bigger number. This is 3 and minus 3 and positive 3, 3 and 3, 3 and 3, and close the bracket, and answer is 1 minus 1 and 3 and 3. Moving to the second part, we are given with two matrices P and Q, and one of the entry or two entries are missing here, and we are given with the product of these two matrices. So what we have to do, recall that how can we multiply two matrices. What is the rule for matrix multiplication? So first of all, I'm going to write PQ equals to 2C and 4 minus 5, and this is 3 minus 2 and 2 and D equals to, okay. So first I will be checking whether we can multiply these two matrices or not. 2 by 2, and this is again 2 by 2. Number of columns of first are equal to the number of rows of second, so we can multiply them, and the product will have the order RC, like rows of first and columns of second, and we will be applying RC rule as well for the product of matrices. So let's multiply these two matrices carefully. So 2 will be multiplied by 3 plus 4 multiplied by minus 2, and now with the first row, this column is done. I have to jump to this first row with the second column. 2 multiplied by 2 plus 4 times D, and close the bracket, and then I have to repeat the process with the second row. This is 3 times C or C times 3, C times 3, and then minus 5 times minus 2, and then C times 2, and this is minus 5 times D. Okay, look children, if you find difficulty in that way, you can see I'm blocking these numbers. You can see that these elements are coming same, height wise, column wise. So this is one of the important topics of your O-level examination. You have to understand this in any way. Okay, now what we can do is that this becomes 6 minus 8, and this is 3C plus 10, and then this is 4 plus 4D and 2C minus 5D equal. Okay, this is the product we are getting with the help of the given matrices. Now given product is minus 2, 19, 0 and 11. So what we are going to do, this is let me solve this first. Over here this is minus 2 Rest elements we cannot solve. 3c plus 10, 4 plus 4d, 5c, 2c and minus 5d. And now what we are going to do is we have to compare it. Minus 2, 3c plus 10 and 4 plus 4d and 2c minus 5d equals to minus 2, 19, 0 and 11, because both the matrices are having the same order, 2 by 2 and 2 by 2, so we can equate them. So we cannot find any unknown with the help of this place. So what we can do is that by comparison 4 plus 4d equals to 0, 4 plus 4d equals to 0, or d equals to 4d equals to minus 4 and d equals to minus 4 by 4, and which is equal to minus 1. So d equals to minus 1, d is minus 1, and now either I can get value c here, or from this place I will be preferring this place. Try to use that place. That will be putting you in less calculations, okay, so that you can avoid unnecessary working and mistakes. Shift 10 to other side, 19 minus 10, and 3c equals to 9, and c equals to 9 by 3, and c equals to 3. So I have to fill up the answer space as well. C equals to 3, really easy and important question. And through this question we have almost completed the whole topic that we have learned: addition and subtraction and matrix multiplication of matrices. Moving to the next page and next part, let me see the question. This is question number 25, and I'll be completing the paper in my second session. Question says, in the question we are given with the diagram of a circle, and a line is drawn that is touching the circle at one point. We know that a line touches the curve at the single point. That is called the tangent. The diagram shows a circle, center 0, 1. P35 is the point on the circumference of the circle. Find the equation of tangent at P. Find the equation of tangent at P. So first I have to join this point with C to P, and at this point we will have the 90-degree angle. So equation of tangent or tangent will be perpendicular to this line. So we know that the formula for the gradient, okay, we have 2 points with us. First we'll be finding the gradient of the line which is passing through C and P. For equation of line y equals to mx plus c, we need to find m first. So m will be equal to, gradient will be equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now p has the value 3, 5, and c has the value 0, 1. Y2 minus y1, 1 minus 5 upon 0 minus 3, which is equal to minus 4 by minus 3, and gradient 4 by 3, and gradient of tangent. Because tangent is perpendicular to that line. Now gradient of the line which is perpendicular to this line, gradient of perpendicular tangent will be minus 3 by 4. Now equation of line, for equation of line, what we have to do, we have to take the gradient minus 3 by 4 x and plus c, and for the calculation of c we have to take the point P, 3 and 5. Now y is 5 and minus 3 by 4 into this is 3, yes, plus c. and 5 minus 9 by 4 plus c, and 5 plus 9 by 4 equals to c, and take the LCM for 20 plus 9 equals to c, or c equals to, let me bring the page under the camera, 29 by 4 equals to c. So my equation will take the form y equals to minus 3 by 4x plus 29 by 4, or what we can do is that we can make this equation free from the LCM, and because most of the equations are straight line, non-vertical lines are without fraction, so 4y equals to minus 3x plus 29, and shifted to other side, it will become 4y plus 3x equals to 29. I hope, students, for this week we are enough with this lesson. For next question, and in the next week I'll be completing this paper and be discussing rest of the problems. Before that, you have to watch and understand this whole lesson properly and retain all the formulas and concepts. Before solving your attempting your past paper, you must have to see all of the basic concepts and rules of all of the topics, make the summary of the topics and paste it along the past papers, and then start doing your past papers. And secondly, you must have to keep an eye on the time as well, that you're taking how much time in solving the paper. In this way you can learn time management as well. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.